Hi and welcome to today's re-review, and today we're going to be looking and reviewing the Philips Norelco MG3750. This is a particular multi-purpose trimmer. I've actually had this one and been able to test it out for quite some time, close to about a year already. This one's actually been one of my favorite ones in terms of other types of trimmers and razors that I've used, electronic ones as well, mainly because of its functionality and also because it's so light and it's small to use. I've always enjoyed, having something small. I never really liked the ones having where it was too large or anything like that. So today we're going to be reviewing the product. We're going to look at its items, and I'll provide my final review opinion as well. So let's get started real quick. This one in particular is an interesting multi-purpose trimmer, wow, that I've mentioned. So I'm going to be providing a quick information and details about this one. So this particular item itself does come with 13 pieces to be able to trim your hair, nostrils, and everything as well. It does come with a wide variety of different options as well. So one of the things that it does come is the steel, or the actual blades themselves are tempered steel blades. The benefit about that is that they'll never really break or dull or rust, so you are having that confidence of saying like, hey, it's not going to go bad. I know there are some cheaper forms that do have tend to go bad, and that's the horrible thing. The charger is a different port as well, but it is high power lithium battery. It does deliver you about 60 minutes depending on the charge and everything, but I have actually encountered that the standby time is a couple of days when I tend to use it as well. The motor is a full metal motor, and it does have reinforced drivetrain. The sections that actually come in, or the parts that come in for the guards, they are impact resistant guards that won't bend or buckle, and I've noticed it. You could drop them. They're made out of good quality metal, and like I mentioned, there are 13 of them that come in. They are okay, so this is a good part about it as well, aside from the actual razor, its trimmer as well, is that this part in particular is detachable, and you will be able to attach it with different things, but it is completely rinsable. So you're able to rinse it. I apologize for some hair. I mean, at least you could tell that I've been using it. There are full-size steel trimmer, which is this side as well. There is a narrow trimmer, which is this one right here in particular. This one's actually neat for when you're using precise trimming or any kind of special kind of beard section that you want to use. Go ahead and use this one, and all you're going to do is you're going to basically attach it right there, and it's attached. And to detach it, you just have to pop it up, and then you can move it around back towards the other one. So you do have receive 3 hair cutting guards, you receive 3 beard trimming guards, and you do also receive a couple of stubble trimming guard as well, and a little bit of other kinds of accessories as well. So you do also get the ear and nose one. I've always kind of complained about these because they are a bit tricky, only in the sense of they're cheaper made. It has a motor inside, but I mean, it sounds pretty powerful itself. I just never really liked having using some of these, because I always felt that, especially if you're using the nostril form, it gets really hot around the edges and it feels uncomfortable. Let me show you really quick one of the other items that it does come with. It comes with a small brush. I mean, it is a cheap small brush, but it does the job in terms of getting inside of the section. Since this part in particular, the device itself is not waterproof, so just make sure that never to rinse it with water. But as I mentioned, it does come with all the accessories as well. An interesting fact I will say is that I've actually have been cutting my own hair for almost a year with the device. So aside from trimming my beard, I also started cutting my hair, and I'm not gonna lie, it's actually done a pretty good job. It saved me a couple of dollars throughout the year in terms of going to the salon or barbershop or wherever you get your hair cut, and it does a pretty good job. So yeah, so let me go ahead and put this. So aside from these, you do have different levels as well. Inside of the bundle as well, it is included a small bag, and I mean, you could tell that I have been using it so it is a bit dirty. And of course it comes with a charger. The cable itself is it's a pretty good length. It's not that long that you can use it that you could move around with it, but it is at a good distance that you can still use it while trimming, especially depending on where your outlets are. However, the benefit about this particular trimmer is that you are able to use the trimmer while you're charging it. There are some that for whatever reason you can't use them at the same time, which is a real downside. But yes, so let me go ahead and one way to put the device is you simply place it in and make sure that this end always goes in first, and as soon as you do it, you snap it on. And let's say for example we're going to go ahead and use this larger one. One of the things is you start from the front and then snap from the back. Oh yes, and that's mainly because of the ridges inside right here. So you want to start off from front and then back, and as soon as you hear the snap, it's ready to go. And like I mentioned, it's a pretty nice one because it's not heavy. It's a good size for trimming. Once you go ahead and start it, and when you're done using that, all you have to do is just pop the back and you're ready to go. If you decide that you want to change the top section, all you're going to do is just single-handedly pop that side and you could exchange it with another one. And same thing, you're going to be putting in back first and then putting it in. And there you go. It's a pretty good motor, I'm not gonna lie. It is a really good motor. So I purchased this one from Walmart and it was about maybe 20 something dollars. They're still about the same price. In my opinion, I would recommend getting one. There are different levels and there are different types of trimmers and the rest of the things as well, but this one I actually liked it because it was a fairly good price. And I mean, I've already used it well enough for it to pay itself, or be able to use it. I use it to trim, I use it to your nose hairs, I use it to cut my hair, and it does a really great job with it. I would say there is only one downside that I don't like, is that the actual I guess trimming just by its bare, it's not as close to the skin. For that, you would actually have to use this level. This one will actually provide you with a really close, like shave like look, while this one's more of a stubble. So this one provides you with that kind of 5-hour shave, 5 o'clock after shave, or 5 o'clock shadow shave, while this one provides you with that specific to the skin, like a razor type. That's kind of the downside, since I would have preferred this being that version, so that way if I'm wanting to trim completely the whole beard, I can go ahead and do it with one section. But overall, in general, it's a pretty great razor. As I mentioned, I was really happy with the 4 items that it comes with. All the levels are great. There have been other ones that I've used where it might have like, this one's the same thing as this one and vice versa, but they're all different. And it's done a pretty great job so far. I've actually enjoyed having it and trimming it. It's pretty good for self-maintenance and the rest of the stuff. So I hope this video was useful for you. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and if you have any comments, go ahead and put them on the comment box and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So I hope you all have a great one and stay safe. Lots of loves and kisses. You all have a good one.